Hello, YouTube. It's Tariq here, the creator of The Adventures of Tachy Dixon, and I am also joined by the Jordan's Dad voice actor and also voice actor of John and Noah, StarTopus.
That's me. That's
Oh yeah, and also a
that's my
writer.
job.
Not to mention.
I am a writer. That's
And
true.
today we're going to be doing a commentary on the first season of The Adventures of Tachy Dixon.
All 10 of them,
Yeah, since it's been 4 years.
which is crazy. I wasn't working on the show, but I was there when this episode dropped.
Yeah, man, I was 15. I was about to enter 10th grade. Uh, but yeah, and it's kind of insane how much this show's improved, you know.
Just the progression, yeah.
And here we have Tachy's first few words.
It's classic. It's a classic line. It's a classic line.
Technically, this counts, but we already heard Ralphie say something at the beginning of the episode, so yeah.
True. We have the elusive white Ralphie too.
Oh yeah. Anyways, so sort of the history of the show's production. I started the show. I started developing the show around late 2019, December to be exact. And throughout the beginning months of 2020, I started developing the characters and their designs and stuff. And I didn't start working on the actual episode up until spring. And that first episode was like completely different, actually. The first episode was supposed to introduce like every single character, every single side character, but I eventually didn't go with that. So
Which personally,
what I did,
I think that was the best call.
yeah, it was the best call. So what I did is I made two separate scripts. One would be the first episode and one would be the second episode. And a little fun fact about this episode in particular, this would have been the second episode. The first episode would have been Tachy versus Big V, but that episode has since then been scrapped. So I decided to change this and make it the first episode. And honestly, it was probably for the best.
I think like yeah. So my personal relationship with the episode is that like I remember when I watched it, I wasn't thinking like very critically. I was just like, oh, that's cool. I like the art style. Whoa, it's like a cartoon. Crazy. But yeah, I think like even though like obviously the art style is a lot rougher, and you can tell like Ralphie's voice isn't quite there yet. Like it's got its little quirks. I still think it's a good episode.
I mean,
it's probably my favorite of the first three, like the ancient era.
Ancient era. That's a good way to describe it. But yeah, this episode isn't really bad per se or anything. I just have a hard time looking back at it. But it's a lot easier to look back at than like episode 2, which we will get to
very soon.
Yeah. Here we kind of sort of. Here I kind of sort of like started trying to like figure things out and stuff. Tachy's just more of a dick than usual, and Ralphie's voice just like
it's not there yet.
Yeah, it's not there yet. It just sort of sounds like Tachy at times because like I was still sort of getting used to like voice acting.
What? I thought Ralphie and Tachy were voiced by different people. My worldview is shattered. I'm devastated.
Yeah, sorry to ruin your childhood. Tachy and Ralphie are voiced by the same person.
Man, I thought they were siblings. Oh, dang.
Yeah. I'm sorry to say this, but Tachy and Ralphie are totally not siblings.
Oh, bummer. So I remember when I first watched this, like my immediate thought was like, for the record, I don't know if this was like what inspired you or whatever. I just remember, that's my dog. I just remember thinking it was similar to the first episode of Milo Murphy's Law.
Actually, yeah, that wasn't actually intentional, honestly.
That's why it's like the same setup, except they're going to school instead of coming back from school.
Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to do. Like, there's a lot of episodes about going to school, but I never there. But like, I kind of wanted.
It's a fun switcheroony.
Yeah, I wanted to subvert it. Like, Tachy Dixon's always like kind of been a show that would sort of like play on a lot of like, uh, you know, cartoon, cliches and tropes and stuff.
Right, which the show now just fully is like, it's part of it. That's like, I feel like that's a big part of Tachy's like identity is sort of not the parody, not parody, but like the subversion, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of always what I wanted to do from the beginning, but like, it wasn't as prevalent as it is now, at least. Sometimes they fully embrace a lot of the cliches.
I love these drawings of them chopped up, by the way.
Yeah, that I remember that being a little hard to like draw.
I mean, it's a lot of squares, man.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. Sometimes I think Ralphie's voice specifically is one of the reasons why it's a little hard to watch.
I get that for sure. Like, we'll get to my first voice acting episode in a minute, and I do not like my performance in that episode at all. So it's funny because like I totally get that. It's like he just kind of sounds like this, and then later he gets a little higher and more excitable, and yeah.
Yeah, I know that
feeling. It's not fully rounded out yet, but it's fine. I still like. There's a charm to this episode that I can't like explain, but it is charming to me.
For me, I gotta comment on this. Sometimes their heads are like fucking massive for some reason.
I didn't notice that.
Bobbleheads.
They have huge. They look like Funko Pops.
Oh yeah, for anyone who isn't aware, yes, we will occasionally be swearing. By the way,
I won't, but Tariq will.
Oh, by the way, this scene was added like very later. There's like a version of the scene where it's like completely different, where Tachy doesn't hallucinate fucking blowing up someone.
So you went with the superior version of the scene.
Yeah, like the other version would have had like Tachy like sort of parodying like a preschool show, like, "Hey kids, do you know where?" And then Ralphie cuts him off.
Okay. Note for like one of my future scripts, I'm gonna put a preschool Dora the Explorer parody in there. Because I
don't know
funny.
why I specifically went with like the version that's in the episode. I don't know. I just thought it'd be a little cooler.
I think you just wanted to draw an explosion.
Yeah.
By
the way, I think
that was the first ever PNG joke.
Okay, technically not. Okay, that was, but technically not. The stick was drawn by me, but yeah. But that thing with Tachy's like arm, that was technically the first PNG joke.
I love that joke. I love that. I love that he's not wearing a watch, and you just drew it on.
Yeah, I had to draw shit on my like arm just to like do one of those close up bits.
It's funnier, and they're home. Yay!
I do like this scene, by the way, of them cleaning the house. I'm still pretty proud of it.
I do. I like this part.
I just really like how well animated it is.
Indeed. I love that picture of Tachy in the suit.
What now? Act normal.
Oh boy, we got the mom. His face.
Oh
we got
boy,
the mom voiced by you.
Oh boy. But
what about them walls, huh?
But I think one for mentioning this to me, but like I think what makes Tachy a little unlikable in this episode is like his motivation, because it's kind of him like just making it a little harder for them to get home, just because like, oh, but this will be cool, and I don't know. I'm kind of glad he kind of sort of grew out of that as the show went on. He's a lot more chiller now.
For sure. Oh, I like that. That like looked. That was like closer looking to the modern style.
Oh my god, yeah, it is.
Which is wild considering the next episode really isn't.
Also
Oh my
added
God.
this like later on because I completely forgot that like Jaden and the dad were outside.
Oh yeah, I love the end scene.
And yeah,
Star Wars
that was
reference.
the first episode.
That was the first episode. I like. You nailed this credit sequence immediately. This never changed.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I was like, okay, I'll have Tachy walking.
I love that you're every credit. Also.
Yeah. Also, a lot of the episodes are voiced completely by me. Some episodes are completely done by me. This episode being an example, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Think so.
Oh yeah, this scene
No,
was added like way later because I wanted to do like some like end credits like scenes and stuff.
Oh, weird. The dad looks
yeah.
off too.
Yeah, that was episode 1.
Episode 1, woo! Episode 2. This is the best one of the whole show. You never topped this one.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the best episode right here.
Mm-hmm.
This cannot be topped. Like every time I make an episode, I just think, oh man, I can't do better than episode 2, man. I just can't.
No, it was the best one. It was the longest at a whopping like 8 minutes or something.
By the way, I forgot to do like beginning, title cards in the first episode. But
I like the title cards. I do like Ralphie's cute little dino costume, though.
Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so Tachy's costume. I think like the more I grow older, the more I kind of didn't like the idea of him just having underwear, because like in concept, I was like, okay, so what if it was funny? What if like Tachy...
what if it was funny?
No, but like what if Tachy was just way too lazy to like either
Mr. Krabs,
or make
hey
one
Arnold,
of his own.
Phineas, SpongeBob.
And I was like, oh yeah, maybe he could like just do a really effortless one. But then I kind of realized, I don't know. It may be due to me being older or just overthinking it and shit. But like,
I think what makes it work is that everyone else inexplicably just likes his costume. I almost wish you leaned into it more. Where people are like, Tachy, that's an amazing costume. He's like, all right, if you say so.
This episode is pretty Jaden focused, which is kind of weird considering that like he didn't even.
Oh, the ghost!
Appear. Oh, the ghost! But yeah, he didn't even really appear. He only appeared 2 or 3 times in the last episode.
No, legit. Go back to like before I joined the team. I had no idea Jaden was Tachy's brother until episode 4, I think, when they go on that whole adventure together.
Yeah.
So I didn't know.
The thing is that this episode was supposed to be like probably episode 3. And the thing is that this also wasn't the first draft of the episode. The episode that was before this was a zombie apocalypse episode.
Oh yeah, you've told me about this.
Where like a really disgusting like sandwich is served for lunch at school.
Aang, Ed's World, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sorry, just like point out all the references.
Nah, that's cool. But
Johnny Bravo, let's freaking go.
Mine could do that.
Oh yeah, that's also the first appearance of Justin.
It is the first appearance of Justin and Big B.
Yeah, little did we know Justin would also be a pretty iconic part of the show.
Yeah, like low key, like the favorite character behind the scenes. We all love Justin.
Yeah. So for the episode that would have been this one, it would have been like a zombie apocalypse episode where like a really disgusting like sandwich is served for lunch and it infects people. Because
that's a fun idea.
But yeah, I eventually went with this one. I kind of now think if I did go with the zombie apocalypse episode, it probably would have been better.
I think my thing is that like the zombie apocalypse episode is such a fun idea that I'm almost glad you didn't, because now we can do it justice in a later
Oh yeah,
season.
for that
Yeah.
one show that they were watching, I don't know
Oh,
why.
Sakabubu.
I do not know what drove me to do this, but I just thought it'd be funny to just have a picture of a toilet as the end card. Look, I was still 15. I just found the prospect of a toilet just really funny because of how stupid it is.
Yeah, I get it.
But
I like the Sakabubu joke. That's like my favorite part of the episode.
the thing is that part of me still kind of finds it funny.
Yeah, you know what? In some ways, you never grow up, and that's perfectly
I'm
fine.
still mentally 10 years old in terms of like humor. Oh boy, this scene. Okay, so there was someone who was supposed to animate the scene, but like couldn't, and I couldn't do it in time, so I just had to resort to it looking like really rough because of it.
No, it's a stylistic thing. It's an intentional style choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is the best episode. So
you know what? My question is why is it like Tachy's parents just letting him walk around naked?
it's true, but I mean, they're kind of zany folk too. I love the scream of the shark guy.
I couldn't scream loudly, so I thought it would be funny to just have it like, yeah. I just find really deep
That's my favorite joke in the episode, actually.
I just find really deep voices kind of funny, especially if it doesn't fit the character.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Experiment starts destroying city number 98. Dude, what is going on?
I do somewhat like the scene though. I kind of wish it was a bit longer, but like I was kind of on a time crunch here. So
I mean, yeah, that's what happens when you have like a holiday special that you need to get out by the holiday.
It was
it's the news guy.
It's the news. The first appearance of the news guy. He looks like crap. But
he does. He has seen better days.
But yeah. It was supposed to come out on Halloween Day, actually, like October 31st. And this guy gets killed. Anyways,
November 7th.
It ended up coming out a week later because I could not finish it in time.
Oh, I see.
So if it did come out on Halloween, then it would have been perfect. But like, you know, hey, I mean, the Simpsons kind of happens with the Simpsons too. So you know, hey, whatever.
No, it happens with I'll do a show. It happens to Bob's Burgers all the time.
This line right here. We got to do the impossible since it's for the greater good. That, you know, be on the lookout for that. Just pay attention to that line. But yeah.
There's a little guy in the candy pile. Oh, Ralphie.
Yeah, that's the kid that got swallowed. Yeah.
I like that little guy.
I
do like this ghost.
Yeah,
like as a character.
Do more with the ghost. You know,
I have ideas.
She has a cool design and shit. So like, you know,
she does have a cool design.
To do something, more with the ghost.
But at least we got all this free candy. Oh, can't we just buy candy?
Oh my god! You know what? This right here made me hate the episode. Okay, so they say, why can't we just buy candy? There's no candy in the next shot. Like they didn't buy candy. Fucking.
I know. It was like such an easy gag.
Yeah. You know what, man? Fuck, man. The 15-year-old me was really fucking stupid. He cannot write for shit. You know, this show sucks just the first episode alone.
Wait, this is the best episode. Oh man.
No, this is the worst episode. You
okay.
fucking punched in, and I don't know. Anyways,
written by you. So there you go. This is once again like all the credits are gonna be you, except like I guess a voice actor. Yeah, a couple voice actors.
And Brand. That was the first episode with like other voice actors.
Yes.
But yeah, that episode wasn't
important.
That episode wasn't horrible. I don't hate it as much as I used to, but you know. It's not like the worst thing.
I mean, I do think it's definitely the worst episode of the show.
Yeah, like a lot of writing problems.
But like, look, I think your worst episode being episode 2 is honestly like a best case scenario.
Yeah, or
Because it's
maybe
early enough where it
or
can
maybe I'll
only
just-
go up from
maybe I'll
there.
just fuck up in the future. I don't know, but yeah. All right. So this episode, this is the first episode to do like stingers like before the intro.
Yes.
Also,
Also, just want to point out, art style looks much better.
yeah, and also wanted to point out this is the introduction of Green Ralphie.
Green Ralphie, woo! Which just
Wait.
stayed because it looks better.
Yeah. So so this episode sort of has interesting backstory because this episode came out after I scrapped the reboot that I was doing because I was just dissatisfied with the first 2 episodes, and on a whim I was like, okay, maybe I just need to reboot this, and yeah, along with that came like redesigns of the characters and shit.
For sure, it
And
was a
one of
turning
those-
point.
One of those was Ralphie being green because like in the like early stages, like Ralphie was sort of like made of gum for some reason, and I guess for the show I wanted to emulate that.
Well, it's
And we
Benny.
also have Benny's introduction right here.
And only appearance thus far.
He has appeared in like the
Oh, right, he cameos.
he
a couple
cameoed,
times.
but he hasn't
Yeah.
voiced. He hasn't like had a voice role since.
This one,
Uh,
yeah.
But yeah, in this episode, the art style has gotten a lot better. Honestly, it's like a lot more thicker when it comes to like its lines and stuff.
I love front-facing Benny so much because he doesn't even look like a bean.
But yeah, for
Oh, the game! I love the game.
oh shit, the game. But yeah, for me, I think that this might be the best out of the first 3 episodes. Honestly,
I do think it definitely looks the best. I think I prefer episode personally. I like episode 1 a little more just because I don't know. I just find it inexplicably very charming. But yeah, technically speaking, this is probably the best one.
Yeah, it's just written a lot better, honestly.
For sure.
Because it's like, and also Tachy's a lot more likable. Because like the thing is that he is kind of he is still a dick, but like he's a dick to like the right people, if that makes sense. Because like Benny,
Right,
is
it
also-
works because Benny's even worse. You know,
Yeah.
you're still
Also-
rooting for Tachy.
Also, this episode and episode 2 kind of fixed the problem where like I'd draw Tachy and Ralphie with like really huge heads. They look like bobbleheads for some reason.
Yeah, proportions are all a lot more. What do you think? Their heads are huge. Anyway,
Wait.
yeah, proportions are better all around.
And also
Beanstalk Benny and I were best friends.
right here. So Beanstalk. So like Benny's like backstory would have been a little more like sad, and I would have revealed it in a later episode, but I realized, yeah, this doesn't fit. I think it would be funny if like it was like if it built up to something like really, really stupid, which it does.
Oh yeah, it's way funnier. I mean, obviously it's funnier. Yeah, I prefer just the he's just kind of petty.
Yeah, in the note there's like this red like hashing out, and that's because like he was originally called Bumphead Benny. But I changed it to Beanstalk Benny.
I see. I like that expression actually.
You know, this episode is a little nostalgic for me, and the other episodes is because like I can set it kind of sort of remember what I was doing and when I was like making these scenes. Like a lot of these scenes I was like up late at night, you know, working on these. Like
That's just me.
10
Yeah,
to 12
I get
a.m.
that.
Like 10
Oh,
10
yeah.
p.m. to 12 a.m.
That's like when I edit. That's when I do all my editing. I get that entirely.
Also, noticeably, like these first 3 episodes, like a lot of the backgrounds are pretty low quality, and that's because like I did these on Flip a Clip, and I had no idea how to make them like high quality. So like I sort of just zoom in, and it
Yeah.
would with quality a bit.
Yeah, it's like dew ink in it. The background,
Yeah.
I mean.
Also,
Not
if you
so.
notice, the first 2 episodes didn't have any like copyright music or like most of the music was just made by me or just a bunch of GarageBand loops. But now, there's a lot of like other music used here.
I hate that glue sound effect so much.
Yeah, I could not find a better.
Nasty.
So like, I kind of sort of just found what worked best.
Now
But
it's
honestly, I do like this moment here. You could sort of tell that it is Tachy messing with Benny intentionally. You can just see his face. You can tell he knows
right.
he's there.
And then we have Benny jumping into the. Okay, that shot. I thought that was like his mouth overcoming his face the first time I watched the episode. I didn't realize he pulled his shirt over it.
But yeah, I do like this scene here. It's just really funny, honestly.
It is a funny scene. Also like that drawing of Benny.
Yeah. I just kind of like how much of a dick Tachy is. It's not to like an overbearing extent, because like
right, and Benny, yeah, because Benny deserves it. He's a schmuck.
Yeah. Which is why I'm glad I wrote Tachy how he is now, because like back then.
Ooh, shading.
Yeah, I wanted to
movie leaks
here. Yeah, Beanstalk Benny's a movie. It's a Tachy Dixon movie. That's what the movie is.
Yeah, you heard it here, folks.
Oh my god! Okay, this scene right here. This is the first and possibly only time Tachy Dixon's been animated by a different person.
Oh yeah, I could totally tell.
You could.
Yeah.
The art style is similar, but like you could tell it was a different person.
It doesn't take you out of it, but like it is different.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's kind of noticeable, but like you could tell this.
Like the mouths overlapping the eyes like that. Like
yeah.
Like straight arms. Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it is interesting.
But yeah, this is probably the only time Tachy Dixon might be animated by a different person, because like I don't know if I could really handle different animators, mainly because like they can't usually replicate the style that well.
All right, no, I've like tried. I can't do it. Well, here we got Beanstalk Benny.
Oh yeah.
I like this design a lot.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the rumor weed from VeggieTales.
I really wanted to make it look, cool and shit.
It does. I like it a lot.
I just like how the scene looks, honestly.
You think I'm some kind of idiot?
Oh, I also wanted to scalp the like snarkiness factor of Tachy here.
Yep.
About the weekend, we gotta do something.
I don't know. I spend a lot of time on like the action scenes and like how I want them to look.
And typically they look really good. To like, especially like recently, like think of the cowboy episode. Like that fight scene at the end is really good.
Yeah, I really liked how that episode turned out.
We'll get there. But yeah.
But we're getting close to the reveal, the shocking, devastating.
Oh, here we go,
reveal.
the twist.
Yeah.
Tachy, what even was the prank that made him hate you?
Here we go.
Oh boy.
I put 99% of mayo in his sandwich instead of the usual 98.
Yeah, big. I like the abundance of like the suspense.
The vine booms and.
But yeah, the whole reason why Beanstalk Benny hates Tachy is because like there was like he didn't put a rightful amount of mayo on his mayo sandwich. Honestly, very understandable.
Honestly, I know I've said Beanstalk Benny's a bad person the whole commentary, but honestly, I think he's right. I'm
Yeah,
on his
you know?
side.
You think this is funny?
There's
Yeah,
a difference
you know,
between 98
you know,
and 99.
this makes Tachy unlikable.
The Mario Kart
this
music.
makes Tachy unlikable, honestly. Like, I think Tachy's the true villain. You know, maybe
Yeah, I think honestly, I think this is one of those shows where like the protagonist is the most evil character.
Yeah, man.
In a real Walter White situation going on here.
Yeah, like look at him. He's beating up Beanstalk Benny. You know, even though he's
Right. What did Beanstalk Benny do wrong?
Yeah,
really?
like what did he do wrong exactly?
Ooh, sandwich.
But hey, he made up for it because like he gave him the right amount of mayo on the sandwich, and here he is.
He made up for it so good that Beanstalk Benny will literally never appear again.
yeah, that's what happened. He actually
he redeemed himself. Yeah,
he laced that shit with poison and killed Benny. He's dead.
Yeah, as you can see.
Yeah, unfortunately, Benny's not returning. He is passed away.
Yep. He's a one-off villain we created for the Tachy Dixon movie, which of course is season 1, episode 3. It's the movie.
Yeah, like the second episode was actually foreshadowing, the events of the movie, which was the next episode.
Right, exactly.
But in all seriousness, though, I do also like this scene too, just because of how ridiculous it is. Like after all of that, even like giving him like the mayo sandwich, he still just holds a grudge against Tachy.
Yep. It feels like it feels almost like a light version of what we do with sorry, I keep saying what you do with Justin.
Yeah, he's kind of like
later on.
Actually,
he's Justin phase 1.
Oh, here's this thing, and I'm Ralphie. Yeah, okay.
Donkey.
But I also like the moment where like there was just them with like random paintings. I just thought that was really funny.
That is a good bit.
But this actually kills Benny. He gets crushed by an elephant. He's dead.
Yeah, so he's dead. His ghost briefly cameos in the Christmas episode, but
yeah, that's actually what happens. He's actually a ghost now.
Yes, just like the ghost in episode 2.
Tachy got away with like someone dying, even if he wasn't directly responsible for it. He did cause it.
He did throw that elephant.
Yeah, Tachy's the real villain, guys. I'm telling you. But that episode was honestly a lot. I don't know
Harry
why.
Man.
Yeah, that was the other animator. Also, I don't know why the letters are in all caps, but also all voice acted by me. But yeah, this episode is honestly the best of the first 3. Also, this is when I started putting in fan art.
I really like that Ralphie, actually.
Yeah.
Like those eyes. Cute.
But yeah, that was episode 3.
He is alive.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
He is alive. But that was episode 3.
What a twist.
And yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Featured Tariq here, months after recording the episode 4 commentary. I apologize for my voice in this one. My throat was kind of acting up.
All right, welcome back to another commentary. So we actually did record this episode, but for some reason, I think it ended early, right? I think that's what happened.
Yeah. So no, it actually turned out I just didn't have it.
Oh.
I got 2 of the same one, and one of them was cut off. It was the episode 5 commentary. I just got that one twice for some reason. It was weird, very strange. But we're doing it now, so that's what matters. This is the first. This I like this one. This is a good episode.
Oh yeah, it's like the episode that kind of like, sort of like gave Tachy like its identity, like what it would eventually become,
For sure. And I think it also introduces probably the most important character, Flarkenbarch.
Yeah, that and Football, the Golem, which is a contender for the second mascot of the show.
Yeah. I mean, we all agree that he's one of the best. Also, this is the story of Ralphie turning green.
Yeah, I couldn't have time to animate this, so I just had to like put a screen of like it panning down.
Yes.
God damn it! What now?
What's the next ball?
So yeah,
Just a watermelon.
about this episode, if you noticed, it actually
Hey,
took
What are you guys doing?
like a long while to release, like longer than the other episodes. It took like 9 months,
It flew through my
because like it released 9 months after
Well,
episode
glad
3.
you asked.
And the reason why is because it was mainly like personal stuff that like kind of prevented me from like really working on it.
On creating the best house pet ever.
So for a while, the show was just sort of on hiatus.
Shelved, backburnered,
Yeah.
which is, you know, completely fair.
Don't remember
I do think it's worth noting, during that break, you clearly improved a lot, because it came back with a vengeance, because this episode is kind of relentlessly good in comparison to what came before.
Now you need to be responsible.
Yeah, like it's
No button mashing.
in a way a little more consistent than like the first 3 episodes.
For sure. Like, not even just like,
Get down.
I just think it's more well written, but also, like, as a story, I feel like it's a little better.
Yeah,
Okay.
like unlike the first 3, there's Flarkenbarch, but unlike the
There
first
he is.
3,
Give me the flamethrower.
this one you can kind of tell
And the baby
um,
love, no matter how ugly it looks.
that like
Yeah, the same thing could be said about Tachy.
I don't know how to say it, but like with this one, like for the first 3,
But
like,
yes, you do have a point,
it
Ralphie, but
was
it's
kind of
just
hard to really see
fake.
what I was going for, but this one, you can kind of tell
Don't say I didn't
actually.
Silly Caden. That's not gonna
For
happen.
sure.
All we need to do is take care of it.
Also,
Treat it like
Flarkenbarch is like really small sometimes. Like he's sometimes like the size of like their hands when he's like, and realistically like probably like 1 inch, 2 inches tall.
Right.
But like sometimes he's like literally the size of both of like their hands.
Hope we can keep it a secret from Mom and Dad.
I'm gonna do a really cringe joke. What is this, Steven Universe?
Baltimore?
That sounds like an old guy's name.
Yeah. So yeah. In fact, I think Tachy's like the Steven Universe spinoff. You know, the one that was
For
highly
sure.
anticipated.
No, you imbecile.
Yeah, the one we've all been waiting for.
Also, this is like the first episode that showed like the parents like redesign, because
Yeah.
like, a lot different.
And not voiced by you.
Hardworking Tachy.
Yeah, they're the mom's voiced by Danielle.vo, who also voices Stelina, who will appear in
And fantastic.
later episode. And the dad is voiced by Marcus Shaw, who voices Justin.
Also fantastic.
Yeah, also another really great character that I can't wait to like get to like episode 7 just to talk about him.
That's my favorite of the season. I'm excited for that one too.
Yeah, that's
We're naming him Flarkenbarch.
probably one of my favorite episodes of the entire show, really. But like,
is it?
right now,
I
I'm
think
talking
it's
about
my
episode 4.
favorite.
Totally why
As of
you
now?
should have spent all that money on
Might be.
hair gel for Ralph.
The next one, the next one, season 2, episode 5 might top it. I really like episode 5, but
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this episode's also pretty notable for like
That explains it.
being
I hate pets.
the
1 minute they're
introduction
ugly,
to both
the other
Cynthia
minute
and
they're
also
one
like
beat
the
from
first
underworld.
appearance of like
Probably
Francis in his
because
first
I had a
speaking role.
hellhound as a pet.
I just think this is like the first episode that also just kind of it establishes this as like a friend group.
Yeah, because like you can sort of see like Tachy, Ralphie, Jaden, Bigby, and Francis like hanging out together frequently.
Oh, this guy, my man.
Oh yeah, the kid that like always gets upset because like they leave early, like 2 to 3 hours earlier
He's
than
a
like they're supposed to leave.
loser.
Grandma's pet fish.
Hey man, he's just doing his job. You know.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, no, Crappie's not a fish. I mean, look at him. He looks
Also,
like a cafeteria
this
worker.
episode's kind of also where like Ralphie's design kind of like sort of gets molded into like what it is today.
Yes, he's
'Cause-
much like softer looking.
Yeah, he sort of is like more chubbier than like the beginning of the show.
For sure. I love these cops, by the way.
This scene was actually a lot longer, but I cut it down. It's like longer by like a few like seconds, but like I'm kind of glad I cut it down because it would have went like
Right.
way too long.
That we need to acknowledge that Flarkenbarch caused like major devastation and murdered hundreds of people.
Yeah. Also, this is the episode where like I sort of experimented with like color palettes.
Yeah, looks really
Like-
nice. I always love
Like
it
this
when
scene right here where like they catch Flarkenbarch. Everything's like all pink now.
it's very, very nice.
Guys?
What was I gonna say? Okay, yeah, about Flarkenbarch. Yes, noticeably he does cause like the deaths of multiple people in this episode alone. And
War crimes.
yeah, and in a way, I kind of wish it was sort of acknowledged a bit more. We'll see when we like get to like the almost deathland scene. Cause like that's kind of where like all the carnage happens.
Oh yes.
But in a way, it's just kind of funny to think about that Tachy Dixon kind of does have like a
A kill count?
body count.
Go get that channel that like goes over all the deaths in
Meat?
horror movies. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, hey Dead Meat,
Gotta cover Tachy
I
Dixon
have-
season 1 episode 4.
Yeah, you have full permission to like make an episode about like Tachy Dixon episode 4.
Yeah, it would be really cool.
I think this is like okay. Characters do die in Tachy Dixon. In most episodes, it's like on one or two occasions. This is like the episode where it happens the most.
This is the most violent episode. This actually boosted us to a TVMA rating.
I think that also this scene right here, it's a reference to episode 1. But I think back in like 2021, I kind of wanted to make the show in a show's like continuity, kind of like Aqua Teen's continuity, where like one of the main characters would just die and then like come back with.
I never
zero
noticed that he's
explanation.
White Ralphie again.
Yeah, this scene was added last minute. It would have been like a generic, and then the opposite happened scene, but like I really found it funny to do like a fake out.
It's one of my favorite jokes. It's really funny.
Ben is doing the Peter Griffin death pose. But yeah. Originally, the show wouldn't have like that much like heavy continuity. Like I said, one main character, like for example, Tachy could have like died in one episode and then just come back later in another one with no explanation.
Right.
But I don't know. I think Tachy Dixon for me is like one of those episodic shows that like does have like somewhat heavy continuity though.
For sure. No, I think like it's definitely an episodic show, but it's an episodic show that definitely all takes place in a timeline.
Yeah.
Like we are watching the gays. We're watching the events
gays.
play out in the order they're supposed to. Love those gays, by the way.
Yeah. I just decided to put them in because fuck it.
Yeah. Heck yeah. It's great.
Yeah, I think at the time.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, hold on. The creature
guy.
being stuffed bear.
We need to bring him back.
Nah.
Whole episode about that guy.
It's definitely. I really like that fart sound I played. I just thought it would be really funny.
Sorry, kids. Line's closed.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll
I love this
I don't-
guy's design. He looks like a Dr. Seuss character.
Yeah. Also, this guy was voiced by one of my good friends in animation stuff. He's a pretty good voice actor.
Indeed.
Sometimes with like characters that I want to voice, I just like get some of my friends and I'm like, hey, do you want to voice this character? Like usually I don't ask them for a specific voice. It could just be their normal voice.
Right.
Like with season 2, but like in some cases, like with season 2,
Ooh,
episode
good
4,
animation.
like, oh yeah, this animation right here, like when Barch comes out of like the snake roller coaster.
That's like that. I think that's like the first like really nice looking shot.
Yeah, I really wanted to make it like look great, and I think I kind of delivered here.
For sure, looks great.
But yeah, like I was saying, like with some of my friends, I just asked them to do their normal voice, but like when it comes to like some characters like Rebecca, who's voiced by Elemental Diaries, one of my friends. Oh, that part when fucking Barch comes in and like twerks.
That's not Flarkenbarch. Tariq.
Oh, I'm
Come on
dumb.
now.
Sorry.
You fool.
Sorry, I kind of lost track of thought.
You're fired.
LeBlar the Glottum, right?
Yes.
And here's the first hacking joke.
Yo, he be hacking. We love it.
There you go, snow clipping.
Time to tango with this little. Come on, Tachy. Like I said, he's a baby.
Oh, was I gonna say? Okay, yeah, I was talking about voice actors, but like sometimes, you know, with like the roller coaster guy, I just get one of my friends to do their normal voice, but like when it comes to like people like Rebecca, I get someone to like one of my friends to do like a different voice than what they're like used to.
Right. No, yeah, it's different for like one-offs to more like major characters like Rebecca.
We're back from the round.
Yeah.
It's just like how it was when we met.
Yeah. Also, at the time,
one of my
I think
favorite
this was
lines
like
coming up.
the funniest episode, honestly, at the time at least.
For sure.
Like before episode 7, I was just convinced that I was really proud of this episode just because of how funny it is.
It is very funny.
But oh yeah, at that part where like Tachy says the new family thing, he said the thing, he said the title.
He said it.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah, this scene is a little hard for me to watch because it just like how like I just wish I wrote the parents better. Like they seem really nonchalant about the fact that like multiple people were killed by this thing. I don't know. I've been considering making like an episode that sort of kind of follows up to this, kind of just questions their parenting a bit, because like in a way they kind of let a lot of like things slide in a way that
it is
honestly
interesting.
shouldn't.
I mean, yeah, you could turn it into a pretty interesting story.
Come on, boys.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a day! I haven't had a thrill like that in forever.
But this episode, while I don't think it's as great as I used to, or am as proud of it as I was back then, it's still pretty funny to like this dance. See.
Yeah.
Also, the part where like Jaden just disappears randomly.
He's gone, and he never appears again. Actually, fun fact: that's the last appearance of Jaden.
Yeah, this is the last appearance of Jaden. Sorry, he actually died.
Yeah.
So while he was
he's replaced
dancing,
by our epic new character Shmormu.
Yeah, Shmormu.
Yes.
What happened to Jaden is that like he was dancing like his dance moves were too good that like he disappeared to a completely different astral plane and then like fucking disintegrated. I don't know.
Yes.
So yeah, he's dead.
Good times.
Sorry. Also, these characters, Van Gogh and M16. I was planning on doing this for like every episode, but I eventually got tired of it.
All right. That was episode 4.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right, and this is the episode where Jordan Zat is introduced to the series.
Indeed, that's me. That's who I play. That was
Yes.
that was a bad voice. Anyway.
But yeah, if you don't count the intros, this is actually the first Jordan Zat appearance.
And even then, in the intro, he's weird and off-model, so it's fine.
Yeah. Someone. I wish I didn't make the end to the intro so long. Someone did point that out to me when I made the second season intro.
I kind of like it. Oh boy. Chaos in the Offos.
Yeah, I wanted it to rhyme with chaos, so like, yeah.
Oh, I've never understood that joke, but now I do.
But yeah, this is also storyboarded by someone else.
I
in
was
addition.
literally just about to compliment the boarding in this episode, so that works out. It's
Yeah,
a very nicely boarded episode.
you could sort of sometimes sort of see their boards. But yeah,
Here we are.
this is supported by Big Hair Productions, also by me as well. But he did help, so shout out to him.
We just met here. Don't be weird.
Yes, indeed. Did a good
This
job.
is also around the time where I started hiring the frame rate. You can sort of see in like the later scenes.
Well, if this ain't the most bland-looking office I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's just this entire office, just unbridled chaos.
Who's this little guy? This is Tachy, my son. Oh, he's
But
adorable.
yeah,
I blew up a bank and beat up a pack.
this episode was written around like 2021, but I never got to it until 2022.
Another big gap.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, here he comes.
Yeah, this is
Oh, never mind.
this is
The main workspace bar.
but yeah, this is the scene where like also if you notice, but like
Yeah.
this is when I started their animation started getting more like
Oh, here comes
movement. If you
Yes. Oh, here he is.
Yeah, here he is. Yeah, that's Jordan's at right here.
Mr. J.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I need to explain. I need to vent out my frustrations with this episode. So I wasn't given the whole script or tone indicators. So I recorded my lines based off assumptions of what I thought was preceding them. And it was wrong a lot of the time. So a lot of the time the emotion in his voice just doesn't really match what's going on.
Yeah, that I kind of wish I did do tone indicators before.
That's fine. It's fine. You know, he sounds great in every other episode. I'm proud of my performance in everywhere except here.
Yeah, he
But
also
still
looks
good, it's
different in this episode, by the way.
He does. A little different.
He sort of has like a Homer build to him.
He does, which works out because he screams like Homer Simpson at the end of the episode.
Yeah, like what, like where was the part where he was like strangling Tachy?
That's later.
I'm serious. It's like I won't even be here.
Also, I'll admit, sometimes like I do use the circle tool for like,
Don't worry about me, man. I'll stay
Tachi's head.
Yeah, I can tell. It's okay though. Respect.
Also,
Oh, shoot!
Okay, they did appear earlier, but like this is her first speaking role. Like
It's the
Rachel's speaking role.
introduction.
I would have said there, but like Matilda doesn't speak, so.
All right, you guys don't have any brothers.
But yeah, the gays, they're here.
They are here. Were they together at this point? Like,
Yeah, they
It
were
looked-
always meant to be like a
Okay.
couple.
cool. I love them.
Yeah.
Even though I will say Rachel has a very different voice in this episode.
Yeah, the thing is that the voice actor, Galaxy Yoshi, they recorded their lines in like 2021, and back then they were able to without like a filter, but like their voice got deeper. So like,
Oh, it's the same voice?
yeah, it's the same voice actor. So like, in the
Whoa.
later appearances, I had to sort of like pitch up their voice.
Oh, that's why I didn't know it was the same person.
Yeah.
I think this part's delivered fine.
Yeah, I like the delivery of this part. But I also do like the animation here. It was my first time like fully like experimenting with this type of like animation where like giving Tachy Dixon more movement instead of just like static poses all the time.
Yes.
Also, Helmet Head and Blockforks,
I voice Helmet Head. I forgot.
yeah, he also voices Helmet Head. I also forgot that.
Pink guy, score.
That's 11
But,
points,
yeah.
Tachy, 2
Um,
Helmet Head.
I wanted to like,
Is the winner.
Tachy is the winner.
Yeah. Don't worry,
yeah.
Double H. I'll rematch it for you.
I actually really like the
Bro, let's go.
Helmet Head's design. Sorry, I blanked out a bit, but yeah, I'm really proud of how like Helmet Head looks. I just really like it.
I like his design a lot. He's good.
He's obviously cheating.
Yeah, And Blocksaurus too. I like his design as well.
They're fun. I like them a lot.
Blocksaurus is voiced by another one of my friends, Thunder the Sim. Also, did you notice like the table that they're wrestling on all changes all the time? Like every time it's on screen. I don't know why I did that, but like, I just thought it'd be funny. Oh wait, okay, no, never mind. I thought this was the first appearance of Pink Guy, but he appeared in episode 2.
He was in episode 2, but this is his first major appearance.
Major role. He's kind of like Ralphie in a way.
He takes over Ralphie's role because he ain't here.
Yeah. Which I was a little afraid of him being a little too similar to Ralphie. So like,
I think you make up for it later with his strange things he does.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Whoa, my son is not responsible.
I like that face.
So like, I will say I do wish I sort of improved the environment here with like the office, but like I mean, to be fair, I don't really know how to make it like an office like building like entirely like exciting or anything.
I mean, it is an office building, so I think it works for what it is.
But yeah, that's kind of why I chose to like make the characters in Tachy Dixon all these like species and stuff, just to make things like a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I mean it does. The background characters are always very funny and wacky and whatnot.
Yeah,
it helps with the identity.
A little more into like
Pink Guy, yay!
Yeah, Pink Guy. I lean a little more into like random-ish humor in this episode a bit after like episode 4, because like I kind of still wanted to like keep that charm a bit.
The front-facing Pink Guy with the eyes sticking out on the side.
Yeah, rule of thumb: never make Pink Guy like face the front, because like you will not like the result.
No, you won't.
As soon as in episode 5, but episode 5 also has some pretty good shots. And
oh yeah, we got some good action stuff coming up in a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, like the Tachy running animation, that took a while to like get right.
Flip a clip too, which is wild.
It is like it's sort of hard to like really animate that well with flip a clip. I mean, it isn't hard, but like when it comes to like more dynamic shots, it is a bit difficult.
No, for sure. I think season 2 looks miles better, but I still think like it is cool that this season is entirely done on the most limited animation app on the planet.
Yeah, because like I guess flip a clip's just way too like limiting. I like that joke there.
You're right.
Like Ralphie.
Yeah,
but yeah. Flip Club was just mainly too like limiting for me, specifically with like this show. And thank God for Toon Squid, but yeah, I think this episode right here is a highlight because like of like all the boarding, animation, all that. It's probably like the best looking one of the best looking episodes of the season, honestly.
I think the Christmas one is probably the best looking.
Yeah, the Christmas one looks good too.
Ooh, like I think those last like 4 are all like really good looking.
Yeah.
Oh
boy. Oh yeah, he roughing Jordan's that up a bit.
Roughing him up.
And meanwhile, Pink Guy's
I
just
think
taking out all the chips.
Do you think important question, if Tachy Dixon was a bigger show, do you think Jordan Zett would be a Tumblr sexy man?
Oh boy. It is possible. Probably.
He's kind of got the energy. He wants to kill a child. Like, I don't know. I think he could do it.
He's my baby girl, like he wants to kill a child.
Right, exactly.
But, yeah.
I can fix him and whatnot.
Yeah, I can fix him.
We got the best scene coming up where he screams like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Ooh, the
And
hacking.
Of Hacker
Yeah.
Tachy.
Oh, it's beautiful.
What happened?
I just couldn't wait to get to that part because of how funny it was.
It's good.
Also,
The
this
default.
is also when I started incorporating PNG jokes. You know.
That was like the first. That was like the first one.
Yeah, one of the first, at least. There was one earlier in the episode where Tachy gets like kicked out of his office.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, officers, take him away. Maybe put him in one of those bars that are made out of sticks. Probably doesn't even know how to escape that.
You know, I did the remaining scene in like less than a day. Like the remaining scenes in less than a day.
That's impressive.
Actually. Yeah, I'm surprised I was able to pull it off. Honestly.
What's he watching?
Oh, it's like this one video where it's like, where this guy's like, I don't think you look mighty thick today. Let me clap those cheeks.
People at Tachy's mom.
Not as awesome as you kicking their butts.
Pink guy.
And Pink Guy too. He was also here too.
I love Pink Guy.
What about that coupon?
Pink Guy is my brother's favorite character.
That was a joke with like my friend group. I just wanted to put that in there.
It's fantastic.
But yeah, that was episode 5. Pretty good episode, honestly.
I like that one.
First,
I don't like my role in it, but I think it's good.
First, appearance of Jordan's at. So that was pretty cool.
We all love Jordan's hat here. I do anyway.
Also, yes, I do believe he might potentially be Tumblr Sexy Man material.
I think that's the perfect place to end this commentary.
Yeah.
Best
All right,
episode
this
time.
is episode 6. The greatest story ever conceived in a cartoon. One
Which
of the
it is.
first of these episodes.
Yes. Stay tuned.
Yeah, so I plan to do this like sort of a seasonal thing where like it have these episodes that like for example, like the second season will have like the second greatest story ever conceived in a cartoon, you know.
And that just goes on until season 10, where we switch it out for a yearly anthology episode.
That is if there's like a season 10. By the way, I misspelled conceived in this title card.
You did.
I did not notice until it was fully exported, so I could not go back to fix it.
To be fair, it works. Oh yeah, I love the boarding and just the posing on this scene. It's very well framed. Anyway, this is the best episode.
Yeah, this is one of the best episodes. I like.
Ooh, my favorite character.
Yeah, it's the introduction of S.D. Gummy, who will appear later in the show.
Some Easter eggs there, by the way. Whoa.
I am saying this as of August 7th, 2024. But yeah, he will appear again.
Woo! That's confirmation. Whoa. He's actually the main villain of the movie. Anyway.
Oh yeah, wait, isn't this like the first reappearance of this this microphone?
Oh, the best line, the best line, the best line.
Busting world, well, like a busting.
Legend. Oh yeah, that is the first reappearance of the news guy. I love that he has just the wackiest.
Zuggy Wuggy Glimpse Slim the anthropomorphic pink pony.
Yes, so that's what I love about Zucky Wucky Glimpse Shimp, the anthropomorphic.
Just call him
pink
Zucky
pony.
Wuggy, that'd be easier.
I'm not going to. I'm going to say the whole thing every time, and you can't stop me. But I just think he has very funny facial expressions. The dance is very good. Like I don't blame it for catching on it.
Where I started to push the facial expressions, yeah.
Yeah, I think at this point this is the best looking episode.
Yeah.
And it was topped by the next episode.
Yeah, here's the teacher.
Yeah, this guy, my favorite character.
Yeah, Mr. Bimbo McBaldhead. I love this guy. I love this guy's design.
Oh wait, it's Pink Guy.
Oh yeah, he's right. Yeah. By the way, this room here, this history room is kind of modeled after like my 7th grade history class.
Complete with the unfinished American flag, right?
I don't think I've
Yeah,
ever heard
yeah, he
Jimbo
kind of just
Faldo
drew on the
ever give up
wall.
on a lesson. Yeah, I guess this dance is
That's a what?
I mean, anything to
You,
get out
you
of
know,
a
it
lesson,
saves
but
money.
man,
You know.
at least I got
Yeah,
dignity.
yeah, yeah.
Dignity, right?
We're on a
Well,
tight
obviously
budget.
this is a stupid fad. It'll
Yeah.
be gone by.
Oh,
I want
he's
to. I want
dead.
to make an episode about.
Okay, this episode might actually have the highest kill count.
Oh yeah, it kind of does. A lot of people die in this episode.
That's true. Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Did you
Yeah,
see
there's
that?
people like burning in lava, fucking falling through the to the center of the earth, like getting crushed by meteors and shit.
I like the other students like walking across the screen just helps make the
don't have my
environment feel more lively.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why I'm kind of glad I went with like having a bunch of like different species as like background characters is that like I could sort of experiment with like world leader guy 1, world leader guy 2. I can sort of experiment and not like worry about like making them all human. It allows me to be creative with designs.
For sure. It also just helps the show stand out a lot.
Plus, birds have more style than. Oh, come on!
You can also notice that like some of the line art is a lot more sharper.
It's really nice in this one.
It started around like episode 5, but it fully gets realized in episode like 6.
Yeah, I think this is the first one where like they're on model. I'm gonna use that in quotes like the most here. Like it looks really nice.
Yeah, I think one problem I have with some of these episodes, like specifically after episode 4, is that like I kind of leaned a little too much into random humor, which I just really like enjoyed at the time, but like sometimes it just kind of is out of nowhere for the sake of it.
It's true, but it is always funny, so I don't mind too much.
Speaking of which, both the last scene and this scene took at least a month to make, and that's not because it was hard, it's because I was just heavy procrastinating.
I relate to that.
So, you know, this episode could have very well been out around June, but it came out around the end of July 2022.
It came out July 30th, so very end.
Yeah, which is now. Oh my god, it's now.
I really love this. Yeah, I know it's been a while. I really love this. Zucky Wucky Glimpshimp, the anthropomorphic pink pony's design.
So, thank you. I wanted to make it like like an anthropomorphic
microphone.
Not anthropomorphic, like an sort of like an actual microphone, but like with limbs and shit.
Right, anthropomorphic, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's called anthropomorphic. You know.
Yeah, you know that's why.
Pink pony's is like another name for like microphone.
Hey, Tachy,
yeah, it's also his maiden name.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Me. Crud. It's gonna take forever to find it.
It's two different like SC
looks
gummy
like SC Gummy. Oh, here he is, my favorite character.
Well, yeah. This is like his first speaking role, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and his and his minion.
I love the minion.
Like, and who's like canonically like really, really small. By the way.
Yeah, that's him.
It's kind of weird. Isn't it weird that this episode's like kind of nostalgic, despite only being like 2 years old?
No, I remember when it came out. It was hype.
The Gucci-ness will radiate.
The Gucci. Okay, Tariq, you gonna talk about Gucci?
Gucci. Oh yeah, this episode's favorite word.
It's the word of the day.
Yeah, like I actually have no idea how many times Gucci is said in this episode.
Someone needs to make an edit where it's like, you know, like they'll take like B movie, but every time they say the word B, it plays like a completely different movie. We need that with this episode. Every time they say Gucci, it plays like an episode of Steven Universe.
Every time they say Gucci, they play the entire episode, or like every single episode of the show.
Yes, I would do that. I would.
But yeah, I think they say Gucci like way too much to the point where I cannot even count. I don't even know. I don't know how many times Gucci is said in this episode.
It's thematically important.
Also, that scene where like SC Gummy's walking away, I just traced that from like that one incredible scene.
That guy's gonna make everyone so
The exact
unhappy that
same
there won't
quote
be any
too, by the
Gucci
way.
left. Or
That's
anything for
true.
that matter.
The Incredibles is one of my favorite movies. I know that.
But whoever's watching this,
Heck yeah.
you got to make a video where like it counts how many times Gucci is said in this episode.
That's your challenge.
Yeah, you know, this is an obvious show. Your challenge is to like make a video counting how many times Gucci is said in this episode.
Last person to count every Gucci, their team is up for
Gets terminated.
elimination.
Gets their channel striken down by me.
Yeah, we're gonna actually send out a flood of copyright strikes.
I just thought of something.
I will abuse the copyright system. Yeah.
I'm
not saying that word. What if we make our own?
Also, yeah, this is again. I was still experimenting with like color palettes and shit.
On Gucci, right? We gotta make an actual cool dance.
But yeah, I don't know. I just really like how this episode looks. I think
it's a really good. Oh, I love that Rafi pose with him pointing up. Also, this scene looks really nice.
Yeah, I wanted to make it look cinematic.
Dude, what the hell?
It has like that Batman the Animated Series shading.
I thought it would look cool.
This is Batman the Animated Series. If it was good.
Batman the Animated Series was
We
good.
don't have time to wait. Let's go.
If it wasn't shit.
Worst show ever.
Also, wait, is this like the first time like the night color palette was shown? I think it was probably shown earlier, but
I think it might have been in episode 4. I could be mistaken.
But yeah, the color palette is like noticeably like all like purple.
It looks really nice.
Oh wait, I forgot to mention. Oh yeah, okay, so the last 5 episodes of season 1, or like the first 5 episodes of season 1 was edited by me, but like since like episode 6, it's been edited by like my friend Alex Board or like MontgomeryDued on YouTube.
Does a fantastic job.
Yeah, he does a really good job with like sound effects and like specifically like that screen shaking thing earlier.
Yes, very good. Oh, here we go.
Oh boy, okay. Here it is. The scene where Tachy and SC Gummy have a dance off.
Yes. It was actually inspired by the Bible.
Yes. The Bible was inspired by Tachy Dixon.
You're right. My mistake.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
I'm gonna
serious
try
face.
to keep a straight face while watching this.
Yeah, because there's nothing funny about it. It's a dramatic moment between the hero and villain of the story.
Man,
it's
I can't.
No, yeah, it's gone.
This is so stupid.
It's
specifically the rotoscope moments, especially like they are just. Oh my god! I was in a call when some of my friends were like first reacting to this, and they were just losing their shit at this part specifically.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, his nose is gone. He's a PNG.
I tried to make that part just look like really shitty.
Oh, dearie me. Zoom.
The random zoom.
Oh,
I
man.
finished like that part of the dancing up like the day that it was supposed to release. So like I couldn't
Gucci. SC Gummy has
I
been
think
defeated.
the dance scene might be one of my favorite scenes from the show so far. Like the entire show.
I think it might be the best scene. Like, you have like the thematic relevance, the biblical parallels, the stunning display of what 2D animation can achieve. It's a masterpiece moment.
I think this is an important pillar in indie animation. You know, animation on YouTube.
It goes like Amazing Digital Circus Pilot hitting like 10 million views. This, and then like Object Terror episode 5 having a gay kiss. That's the tier list. Oh man, what an episode!
Yeah, I think this is another iconic episode of the show because like it has everything, like sort of the stupid humor and all that shit.
It's a landmark episode, I think.
It's another landmark episode. Specifically
sure.
because it started the whole greatest story ever conceived thing that I'm gonna do every season.
Yes, stay tuned, season 2 viewers.
Also, this scene was also sort of voice acted and made the day it was supposed to release, so I couldn't really like animate it or anything.
Yeah.
But this kind of did sort of somewhat write those like cold open and stinger Van Gogh and M16 sections out of the show. That was kind of my way of kind of like abandoning that part of the show and just sort of having it start with like an intro and not like anything.
Yes. Which
Yeah.
personally I prefer. Yeah, that
All
was
right,
the episode.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so a few things. One, StarTopus won't be joining me for the rest of the 4 episodes remaining in the season because he's kind of busy. And 2, there's like a few months gap in terms of like recording commentary. So I'm here with one of the sound effects editors, well, at least the sound effects editor. I don't have any others. Alex Ford or MontgomeryDued on YouTube. So say hi, Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm mostly just an audio editor, so I voice act a couple of minor characters here and there.
Yeah.
And I've also just kind of scream a lot. You might identify a scream or two, but it's okay.
Yeah, this is the first episode the last episode was the first episode he edited. But yeah, this episode is very special to me because it's personally one of my favorites, not of the season, but probably of the entire show. I'm very proud of it. And you can tell because like this episode was I think the hardest to script and probably took the longest. It went through like a few revisions here and there. So yeah. You can also notice like the animation got different, like I think it's a lot more, the lines are a lot more like thicker if you've like noticed in comparison to like the last 6.
I think it's a lot more like polished and a lot more bouncier than like the last few episodes.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. And also this is oh boy, okay, this is the first okay, he has appeared before, but this is the first major appearance of Justin, who honestly might be also one of my favorite characters to write, just because like he's just such a jerk.
I was like confused, like when I was audio editing this, I was like, that voice sounds kind of familiar, and then I realized, oh wait,
yeah,
I've heard of their voice before.
Yeah, shout out to Marcus Shaw, who voices both Justin and Billy, Tachy's dad. He does such he does such a good job. He does such an amazing job as like both of them, but Justin specifically.
His like voice performance is like as Justin is like really good.
Oh, definitely. But yeah, this episode, I tried like doing both like an A and B plot in the same episode where Tachy tries to but a unique way to ask Stolina out, whereas Justin is just like taking advice from like really outdated media and like constantly failing like here.
What are you doing? Just spying on someone. I'm pretty sure this isn't weird.
Justin, please stop. She probably doesn't even like you now. What's spying on her gonna do?
I don't know.
Okay, so like I was saying, I do think this episode went through a few revisions actually. I don't know when I started this episode, writing the episode, but I'm pretty sure around, I guess, March or April of 2022. And it took me a while to like fully like script it because like I kept starting it with like, oh yeah, okay, this sounds good. Wait, no, I don't know about this. I'll just scrap it. And like, oh, this sounds fun. This sounds great. Oh shit, I'll scrap it. Some episodes were like completely different, like plot wise. Okay, actually, just introduction a bit. Stolina, is voiced by Danielle Vio, who also voices Tachy's mom, Casey.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
I had no idea. What? That's
Yeah,
incredible.
same voice actor. She does a great job as Stelly in it too. This is like I think this is her first appearance, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, it took me a while to land on the concept we got, and I guess this episode's sort of like a meta commentary on what I was thinking at the time, just like trying to make it, more unique. So like in a way, I'm kind of like Tachy in this situation where like I constantly scrap stuff just because like, oh wait, this is probably done before. This is probably done before, and I guess like um um it was sort of an event for me, like if that makes sense. Just like um trying to believe, oh yeah, it doesn't have to be like fully wholly like 100% original because like nothing is really. And I guess it's like just an advice to writers that doesn't have to be like fully original. Oh boy. Okay, but yeah, this scene is my favorite scene, I think. Oh boy.
When I was audio editing it, or I think whenever. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. When I think when this episode was still being like written, or was like when the writing stage was finished, I was advising like Tariq to kind of like change the "kill yourself" message because I think it was just a bit like off, and I don't think a lot of people would. I don't know. It'd be off place. I would. Oh, that's incredible. But I suppose the "kill yourself" message still, somewhat ended up in the final cut, anyways.
Yeah, I was worried about it too, but like, I guess at one certain point I was like, screw it, I'll just edit it in.
I think the alternative version of that was like, I hope you fall off a cliff or something, where it's like, I hope you fall off a tower or something. I actually don't remember.
It went through a few versions before I landed on what I had got. But yeah. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Okay. But yeah. I guess things got like more like fleshed out in this episode in terms of like jokes and stuff. I guess for more like I guess raunchier style this time. And I guess that this episode was kind of the start of that. Jay. Oh boy, but yeah, that joke. I was worried at first how it would come off, but like a lot of people really seem to find that funny, so I was like, oh yeah, I guess I'm doing something right.
Oh wait, I think I remember that like in another alternative was like an IP address.
Horrible music. Yeah, the other. Okay, so I was like, oh yeah, the other people disappeared because of how bad the music was, and in reality, I was like, I don't know, I'll just like not have them there again.
Was that like an intentional?
That was somewhat intentional, yeah.
Also, the sad SML music.
Yeah. Again, Marcus Shaw did an amazing job with like the voice acting. So yeah, again, shout out to him. Oh boy. It's fucking running animation. But yeah, this I think this episode I personally am glad I made because like for a while I was like having a hard time scripting because I just wanted Tachy to like be fully original, like as original as it can be, but like at the same time it's like nothing is original, really. Tachy is like somewhat a gumball inspiration, like for the first few episodes, then it just kind of becomes its own thing. So yeah, I feel like this episode was like sort of a much needed vent for me because like I guess I applied it more into like later episodes.
every time I rewatch like this episode, at times I've always like appreciated the message like this conveyed at the near end that just showed up with Ralphie and Tachy. It's like it's very hard to completely make up like to make up like an original like way to tell a story, because like nothing is original, as you said, and that's correct. A lot of things like taken. Okay. But yeah,
okay,
I
just saying.
always appreciated it.
I remember when you were audio editing, you just added that at the end.
I think like you told me to do that, but oh Jesus Christ.
But yeah, also shout out to Evangelius Jackson, who like appeared in the credits. He was going to be a storyboarder, but like I guess couldn't at the time. I still wanted to like shout him out though. I hope he's doing all right.
Well, that's an incredible after credits scene.
Mm-hmm. All right, that was episode 7. So yeah, let's go to the next episode.
Oh, there's this old logo I made. There it is.
Oh yeah. You can. Okay, episode 8, Rachel. Written around I think July 2022. And this is the first episode that came out a month after episode 7. So like this is like the 3-month streak of like monthly releases, which I'm pretty proud of, just to make sure like I got this episode, season 1 done by like the end of 2022. And this episode, hold on, the fucking title card. I had nothing in mind, so I had to.
Is that like an old art style?
That's an old rep sheet from like I think 2021. Okay, so this is the first speaking role. Wait, no, not speaking role. Okay, this is the first like major appearance of Rachel. She appeared in episode 5 and had a speaking role there. So this is her first major appearance. She's voiced by Galaxy Yoshi, who I should say now, her voice is like kind of edited. It's sort of pitched up because like when I first had him as like a voice actor, his voice didn't like require a pitch, but like he got older, so like I had to make sure like it sounded similar to like her old voice. So it's like it's kind of pitched. Also, if you're wondering what she was doing there, she was like biting a water fountain. It's very hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Rachel's like whole stick in this episode at least is like referencing like a lot of like other cartoons. Like there's a few references here like Owl House Amphibia, all that crap, Star Versus and crap. And she's sort of like me in a way. I wrote her as like something I do when I was younger, because like she essentially do exactly what I do if I was like sort of hyperfixated on a show.
Wouldn't that slightly be like self-insert in a way? Like an unintentional self-insert?
Well, not self-insert, but like I mean, I guess I just sort of wrote her in a way how like crap, I don't know how to explain it, but like I guess you could say self-insert, but like I guess not really though.
As I said,
just
it's like slight, it's like slight self-insert. It's like not really, but it kind of is.
Yeah, kind of. This is also the start of like a lot of PNG jokes where like I'd have like PNGs in the placement of like actual drawings, and that's just sort of like been persistent in the show proper.
I've always loved this joke.
That is one joke I'm very proud of. It was you can imagine how like hard it was to like do that in Flip a Clip. This whole season was done in Flip a Clip, basically. So it took a while. What I had to do was like I had to take images of like the intro with like the Rachel version of the intro. I can like list the references here. There's Star Versus. This one. is a Gravity Falls reference because like the grappling hook. Also, there's like a 1 second where like the roof falls, but I don't think like you could properly see it. It's like a split second, a split millisecond.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, like I wish I had lingered on it a little longer, like 1 or 2 seconds. Oh boy, like Rachel's fan art guy. It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. I love this dude. I'm being serious. This dude is like.
Yeah, we'll make bald head.
Bald head. It's my favorite.
We'll be seeing more of him in the future.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah, he was humming the Star versus theme. If you guys didn't notice. All right. So I should say now. Some of the scenes. Okay. Some of the scenes at both 8, 9, and 10 are done like on phone. I'm mostly like animated on iPad, but like I wanted to get these out like as soon as I could. So like but like I still was in school at the time. I was in like senior year when like all these episodes released. So like I had to do these in school, and that required me to like do them on phone.
Oh, here comes my favorite part.
Dude, I feel so cold right now.
This just appears out of nowhere and just like never returns.
I think I would have made him like have him like some animation, I think, or like run up to the screen and then run out, but like it's way funnier seeing him just appear and disappear out of nowhere.
I love that guy. I hope he never returns.
Oh, he will return. He'll return in the epic series finale, where he helps Tachy and Co. before they get killed.
Here comes the Adventures of Tachy Dixon movie.
Coming tomorrow, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But yeah, this is also another like major appearance for like Jordan Zed, which he will be having more. But this is like the second time he's appeared this season. So yeah, I will say there's more episodes where like Jordan Zed's like, you know, an antagonist for towards Tachy because like it's just sort of like the main arch rival for him. I should also say I do like somewhat compliment Galaxy's like voice acting for Rachel. Like even though I had to pitch it up, he did really good. I honestly like you could sort of hear it, but like at first I was kind of unsure of how to like pitch up like her voice. Also the normal plastic. Another reference to Star. Wait, okay, did you see that fucking that like split second where like Jordan Zed has like a really stupid face? It's like for like
I
second,
saw. I saw.
Oh, Owl House reference.
That's what it was? I've never seen Owl House.
Yeah. I had to like look up a reference for how like that symbol looked like. So just to keep it like accurate. Oh yeah, wait, okay. I think you recorded this, and then like I was like, oh, like dude, that's really funny. But like, when you first exported like the audio, you removed it, but I was like, that was really funny. Can you give me that so I can add that into the episode?
The thing I had to do was literally just like walk like a few like walk away from my laptop.
You should know by now I have no hesitation. As soon as I could.
Roughly was a blueprint of supply bag and plug, like running people over. But yeah, I'm very grateful that you like recorded that because like I think it's gonna be a running gag that like sometimes he like screams like that, and I think it's funnier knowing that that sounds absolutely nothing like him, but like he sounds like that whenever he screams anyway. Arson. Yeah.
Oh,
Um, yeah. What a very fitting conclusion to this episode. But yeah. That was episode 8. I'm pretty proud of this episode. Honestly, like I kind of like how like it introduces Rachel and like her place in the series. And also I do think Galaxy Yoshi did a great job voicing her. So shout out to him.
it's a
Oh wait,
very
I
unique
forgot.
episode.
Forgot there's like an end credit scene, right? I had no idea for an end credit scene, so.
Oh my
god. Alright, episode 9. Okay, episode 9. I also think this is a really good one. I personally think this is like the funniest episode in the season.
Some people like for some reason like don't like this one. I digress. This is I think one of my favorites.
Wait, people don't like
as
this
well.
one?
Yeah, some people like when I read on the Tachy Dixon chat on your Discord server, like when this episode released, people were like, "Oh, well, this is a yet another like talent show episode." That was like
no, I think that was like one person, but
well,
like
well, one person still. I was like, "What? I like this one."
yeah, it was like that was kind of the sort of the point. Like I think Tachy also like takes basic like episodes that you've seen in other shows and like kind of takes a spin on it. That was kind of like sort of the point. But it's fine. I think this one leans a lot more into like comedy than the others. And this is the first episode that showed like practically all the major characters, at least in terms of like the kid characters. And a Y.
I always appreciate the use of the golden Y, like of all things.
Yeah, I was looking for like a stock photo to use.
I think the best part is that like at the end, no one literally gets the Y.
Yeah, I guess all of their. Oh boy, I was very big into rotoscope at the time, so like you get a few of those of that stuff in like late season 1. I kind of appreciate this like era. Like it's kind of like on a generational. Okay, that was that weird drawing of Ralphie. Oh, this kid again. This kid. Yeah, it was kind of like generational run here, like having all these episodes come out at a frequent basis. So and also them being pretty high quality, honestly, all things considered. I'll say, this episode was also storyboarded by Big Hair Productions, who storyboarded episode, I think, it's 5. He did a good job here, so shout out to him. He's responsible for Mr. Crab's statue in the scene.
Mm-hmm. I think like 2022 was like a very, how do I say, a significant year for the adventures of Tachy Dixon, because like I did not expect that like at every month I'd have to be like, I have to like wake up to Tariq just DMing me, yo, I just finished the episode. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean you finished an episode? Since when?
Yeah, I was on that grind.
You were locked in like that year.
Yeah, I was locked in, dude. I wanted to get this done by like early this year. I'll say for like that comment for like someone didn't like the episode. I'll preface this now. If you're that person who I was talking about, no hard feelings to you. It's not like I was like upset or anything. I hope it didn't come off that way, because like I really hope I didn't. It's fine if you don't like it. I was just kind of explaining my reasoning as to why it was kind of like sort of like a basic-ish talent show episode. Also, thanks for Big Hair Productions for the Rick Ralphie. Also, this is the first major scene of like Matilda, Rachel's girlfriend. So yeah, she's pretty awesome. Also, Object Rachel. Matilda. Oh yeah, that dog girl in the previous scene, voiced by Angel Star 291. I think that's her username. So yeah, she does a great job. And we finally have our first solely Big B and Francis interaction. And we got this beautiful scene here. I think you're right, Alex. I think you recorded like one of the drummers like yelling.
Okay. I was like trying really hard, like when I was audio editing the scene, I was trying really hard to make sure that it's like perfectly balanced with like Leo screaming. It was like, get them going! And it was like, give me those drums! Yeah, no, give me those! I was trying to make it like balanced so that like my screaming isn't all too like loud. I think I did a moderately okay job at it. I think.
Yeah, you did a good job. It sounds great.
It came out sort of moderately okay, I suppose.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Justin is like just a menace. Especially like in these last 2 episodes that like he's prominent in. I think these last 4 episodes like have a huge prominence on like the school.
Oh yeah, this got lowered down. Yeah.
I kind of wish I didn't. Walk it off.
You notice how that kid never appeared after this episode?
He's okay. He's okay. He'll live. Oh yeah, this scene was also hard to do because like flip clip like stuff. I think that's why I switched to Toon Squid in season 2 because like it was a little easier to like animate certain stuff. And oh boy, okay, this is the reappearance of Ghost from episode 2 with a new voice actor. Honestly, this is a lot better. Oop loop Shadoop. So yeah, they're cool. And also Ghost as a character as well. So yeah, the Ghost will like appear in later episodes. But like yeah, this is our first reappearance. All right. Oh boy, here comes the talent show part.
Oh yes.
This is where like all the jokes just like come at you. So
no, that's where the jokes like start to erupt like a volcano. Except the volcano is actually funny.
Yeah, and it doesn't kill people.
No, it kills people with laughters.
Oh boy. Okay, here comes this scene.
Oh no, this.
I tried to emulate the feeling of him like actually writing something to make it look somewhat rotoscope, but like I couldn't do that.
I always loved that scene. I was like, Ralphie had no reason to do any of that.
Nah, but he thought he looked cool, so it's okay.
Oh yeah, no, right.
Okay. Oh wait, these guys are also funny because like I'm like their names. Mr. Chewy Nuts. I was very big into stupid names.
You were in the big leagues.
Average viewer watches Tachy Dixon reaction. Also, this he was also storyboarded by Big Hair Productions. He did a great job as well.
Oh no.
Again, I want to compliment Marcus Shaw for like his performance as Justin because like he did it such a great job. Yeah, the PNG con. Oh man. Yeah, I think I'm pretty proud of this episode just because of how funny it is. Honestly,
yeah, no,
I think it's the
it's
funniest
definitely
episode.
Oh no.
The Blocky Brothers, dude. Like, come on. The Blocky Brothers are amazing.
There's a reason why their Spotify account has been deactivated.
They're too good. Eminem hasn't dropped after this, after their diss track.
You ever wonder why Eminem privated his Twitter account after that?
It's canon that like the Plucky brothers are blocked by Eminem on Twitter.
The Plucky brothers have been blocked by the Paw Patrol Twitter account.
Stop. That's like an interesting inside joke between us and Alex.
Oh yeah, this scene.
Oh yeah, this scene. I'm proud of this scene. I'd like to show more scenes where like Tachy and Selena kind of like bond, just because like they have interesting chemistry, kind of like the same personality and stuff.
No, I love this scene.
Where the deep and mature themes. Yeah, the scene wasn't like like the fire wasn't fully developed enough. Oh yeah, this pause before like Selena starts talking was like way longer, but I cut it out. Or let's watch him out of anger.
I love it. But... No!
This guy, he's like the highlight of the episode. Zach, oh dude, this guy. Damn, Bobby. Peter, he starts singing. I love this guy. He will appear more in episodes.
Yes, please. I like this guy so much.
Man. I think that Peter line was like different. I don't know. I don't remember which one it was, but like it was definitely like different than the one we got in the final episode. This is Bowling Pursuit.
I like that line delivery there. Like,
yeah, shout out to Clever X, by the way. He voices Francis. That was a great, well delivered line.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here it comes, but Brawler the Galatum.
Oh,
let's go.
Yes!
This guy.
Okay.
Beautiful. Wonderful.
Okay. I don't think if this was explained like in I think that was episode 4 when he first appeared. But I was the one who coined the name Brawler the Galatum. Like
yeah, you can
all these years back.
the random make part. Yeah, he coined. Yeah, Alex. Thanks, Alex. Thank Alex here for like the name. Brawler the Galatum. I just kind of stuck with it.
I think someone like when I eventually kind of spread around that name, like someone made a separate account for Brawler the Galatum. It's amazing.
But yeah, that was episode 9. I think the funniest episode of the season.
Absolutely. Incredible.
One of the funniest episodes of the show. It is just so good. I love it. I honestly love it.
Goddamn cartoon impressions, though.
That is like the best joke of... That is one of the best jokes of the entire show. Oh yeah, this guy's named Nerdy McSuckin' on Rooster. What a great name. Yeah, he's definitely alive. He's okay. He'll just need a band-aid and he's fine. Okay. Alright, Merry Christmas. Or, okay, it's after Christmas as of the time of recording this, so when this is out, it's not Christmas anymore. But yeah, this is the final episode of the season. So yeah.
Had to end it off with a bang.
Yeah, this is also the longest episode of the show so far, as I am recording this on December 26, 2024 at 3:48 a.m. Yeah.
Why'd you have to specify that? You had no reason.
The weather outside is currently like 21 degrees. Oh yeah. Instead of a basic title card, this is animated. I wanted it to be special because like it's the Christmas special, so it's like special itself. Yeah, Tachy Dixon's Wholesome, Clean, and Sanitized Christmas.
Specifically sanitized.
Yeah. But yeah. this is a special episode. Um,
I like their faces. It's like, what? No.
yeah. I wanted to pull out all the stops with this one. Every character from the season appears. Tachy and Ralphie have this cool. You can tell exactly what their outfits are inspired by the way.
Yeah, no.
Just take a guess. Family Guy. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah! I mean, of course, that's
yeah.
Chris Griffin.
Yeah. Ralphie looks exactly like Meg. Okay. Yeah. So this one's the longest episode, because like I wanted it to be special, so like it's like 24 minutes.
It's like 2 times longer than the usual like episode length, which would be like by an average would be like 12 minutes, but it's just like
yeah, around 10
now.
to 12 minutes. So yeah. This episode was written in August of 2022.
Seems to be
back then I
appropriate.
scripted episodes months before they released. This is the first appearance of like the mayor, by the way. Voiced by Mr. Pizza. So yeah.
I mean, of course.
Yeah, he does a great job. I'm still sorry because like I forgot to credit him. I forgot to put him in the credits, and I had to say, dude, I am so sorry. So like he's credited in the description. But yeah. This episode was scripted. Sorry, what?
I like Mr. Pizza's like voice performance of the mayor.
He did a good job. I still feel bad for not forgetting to credit him. This guy's also dressed with like Stan Marsh.
I mean, obviously.
No, actually, no. He's dressed up like Kenny.
Oh yeah.
You can tell.
Oh yeah. I forgot the beanie was green actually.
Yeah.
You made a coloring mistake.
This. Alright, wrong color. Anyways, oh yeah, this is the first time we actually see Jaden's like hair. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is like the first time we actually see him without like his hat on or anything like on his head. So like it's revealed here that his hair is like pretty long.
That's why he hides it.
Looks pretty cool. It's too gorgeous. This episode was written months in advance. And I'll get into like why that is, because like it's very crucial to like the overall like episode, like especially like the antagonist, but like because like I'm pretty sure a majority of people watching this have already watched the episode. Yeah. Anyways, this episode I wanted to have a running plot where it's like everyone is just like, you know, confused on what to celebrate, because like everyone's just kind of indifferent of what to celebrate, and you know, replacement for Christmas. So it's kind of like, well, what the hell do we do? Do we celebrate Halloween or
I think it's a neat concept. Just like if Christmas is not there, then what holiday could there like be in replacement of the 25th of December, the great 25th? It's an interesting concept. I still really like it. It's funny.
Well, I mean, I was about to say there's Hanukkah probably, or I guess if you don't celebrate Christmas, you're like probably it's like whatever.
Well, I'd rather celebrate St. Patrick's Day, to be honest.
What the heck? Not like Thanksgiving, dude. What's wrong with you?
Hey, well, I'm tired of giving thanks to people. It's
also, I appreciate Jordan's that like pink like robe here.
It's an interesting choice.
It's like just such an unfitting thing that he'd wear. It's like amazing.
It does seem.
No. I think, yeah, season 1's very like visual gag heavy in terms of like jokes. I gotta thank Smiling Friends, because like I think Smiling Friends like the rest of the season one came out around like early 2022, right? And then like fully shaped my humor for like Tachy Dixon going forward.
I
And
think
for Meeker stuff as well.
I think the best part about that scene with Jordan's and like the lip sync is that like it's not even accurate. It's like like he has lip sync while everyone is like automatic.
No, you gotta understand, it was a very emotional, moving speech that Tachy definitely needed to hear. I love Billy's face here. This is also like the point in the series where like I wanted to flesh out like Tachy's mom and dad's like relationship here. Like they definitely love each other.
I could tell.
Also, it's like okay, Tachy and Ralphie's like outfits are inspired by Stan and Kyle. You'll never guess what Jaden's is.
And I have come up with a solution. Make up a holiday. I personally should be called
Yeah. Anyways, Jaden's is inspired by Homer Simpson. Anyway.
It isn't complete yet.
Oh yeah. Again,
90%
Mark.
done.
Okay, Marcus did a great job as Justin in this episode. He's just an attention hog, dude. He's so desperate for attention. I hate him so much and love him too.
You have this very interesting love-hate relationship with Justin.
Like he's hateable as like a person, but like he's such a fun character to write. Oh, look at her go. Yeah, also with like a lot of the characters, I wanted to give them like a cool wintry outfits that they stick to for like the rest of the episode, just to like make it more like more like a Christmas special.
I also like that character's like I forgot her name. Her constant like
Wait, who?
The rabbit.
Oh, that's the dog. Also, her name's Cynthia.
Cindy, yeah, no. I like Cynthia's constant like gag of not remembering Ralphie's name. It's like Mr. Burns with Homer.
Yeah, that's a recurring gag until like episode 3 of season 2. But that was a one-time thing.
It's funny.
Oh boy, and we're back to Tachy. He is finally at the North Pole. But he could have taken an elevator. that weird alien guy.
I really like this like the balance of the A and B plot in this. I mean, it's pretty fair on how it's even balanced because this is 24 minutes, 2 times than like the average length.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, Tachy says like that M word, but like okay, since he said that, I'll clarify. I did not know that was like offensive. So like I guess short people. So like I'm genuinely so sorry. I did not know that was like some sort of like a slur. I think
it was only like.
Look, Tachy's short too. He was projecting.
Oh yeah, this elevator music was composed by the one and only Window Maddie. This is actually a reused composition. This was actually made not for this, but I insisted that Window, like I asked Window, like, hey, do you have like some kind of like elevator music I can use? And I was like, yeah.
Oh boy, here he comes. There he is.
There he
Zazzle
is.
applause. Oh boy, this is why I scripted this back in August because of like all the like Warner Bros. Discovery crap going on. It's definitely worse now, but like at the time, that was when like all the shows were being removed, like Infinity Train, Mao Mao, all that stuff.
That's when the whole like purge happened. That's when like the whole like purge like erupted. So that's
that was
yeah.
So like this episode was scripted around like late August. And I think the option to have Zazzle Claws have like this cartoon body, but like have his face like just in the place of like a normal cartoon face was like hilarious.
It's like a South Park character. It's like some South Park celebrity where there's like where their face, their like torso and everything is like entirely just like South Park style, while their face is just like
Yeah,
just,
like Mel Gibson's
cutouts.
character, right? Mel Gibson, like Saddam Hussein. Oh yeah, this scene. That's what Ohio gets for trying to sue me. That was added later in. Because like he actually, I think Ohio actually like sued.
No,
Warner Bros.
that did happen. Like Ohio literally did like sue David Zaslav for all that stuff he did.
Explain this 90 joke. That's like a reference to like how like stuff like, you know, the Batgirl movie and got like tax written off after like before it was like fully complete, because like it was almost complete. And like Scoop Holiday Haunt, right?
Yeah,
that was also, like,
the Scoop Holiday Haunt. And
that's relevant more than ever because of like Coyote versus Acme, right?
It's so sad that this episode is still aging, because this is still happening to this day.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Oh yeah, this scene. This was added like I think 2 days before the episode actually like came out. This was a pretty late addition to this episode.
This was this wasn't really added onto this when I was audio editing it, so I had no idea this was ever gonna appear. I wasn't.
Look, every holiday special has like a song, so I wanted to add that in. I love this scene so much, dude. Actually.
Also, yeah, you're right. Every holiday, like Christmas special, is out to have like an obligatory musical number. That's crazy. Vablar the Galottum.
There he is, Vablar the Galottum again. Oh man, this is also like his first speaking role, his first ever time he's spoken.
His only.
Yeah, you'll see in a bit. But oh boy, this is I think the scene's also one of my favorites because like it's just like a specific reference.
Yeah.
That doesn't care about disease. Yeah, that's a reference to like the whole like Kanye West. George Bush doesn't care about black people. If you're not in the know, it's also ironic because this came out like the same month that Kanye was like going on about like this like you know all this like anti-Semitic stuff. So
it was insane timing too.
That was written before he did, though. Just saying.
Could Vablar the Galottum have any involvement with that?
I think Vablar the Galottum's responsible for this. I'm sorry, guys.
God damn it.
Oh, hey, it's Pink Guy again. Voiced by Luke. Luke Man 141. No, wait, his name's Luke Man now. His username's just Luke Man. I've been calling him Luke Man 141 this whole time.
The numbers are like obligatory, alright? It's the vital part of someone's username. Especially when you remember it for too long.
By the way, Luke, as of the time of recording this, Luke recently released his animated short, Minor Shizzles, I think that's what it's called. Go check that out, by the way. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It's also establishes that like Pink Guy is like really likes Ralphie, not in like the romantic way, but just like in a way of like admiring him. Which is kind of why he's like similar like him. He wants to be like Ralphie. He thinks he's like cool as shit, you know?
I like Luke's like voice performances with Pink Guys. It's really funny.
He does a great job.
Especially in that like especially in that episode where like the job episode where like I think that was episode 5.
Wait, job episode?
Yeah, the job episode where
we're talking about season 2, episode 3, right?
Season 2. No, I mean like the one where Pink Guy like appeared. Where
oh yeah, I'm dumb. Sorry.
Yeah, that's where Jordan's dad was like the boss and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking of episode 3 because like he was mentioned in episode 3, the season 2. In a way, I kind of wish sometimes I kind of wish Zazzle wasn't like involved in this because like just to make this a standalone, but it's like knowing how prophetic it is to like everything that has happened ever since um you know both when this episode was made and after this episode was made. It's kind of like it's weird how things work. I wanted to make a vending machine, but I thought it was funnier that it just did not. It wasn't even a vending machine. It was like sort of drawn on poorly. I should say right now, of course, I obviously do not agree with like what Zazzle's doing and stuff, but like I would never like wish any violence on him. Honestly, at least to me. I guess it's just like I'm too sympathetic, but just to make it sure, I do not want to like beat the absolute living shit out of a real person. Just to make that sure. Like if anyone at Warner Bros. If anyone at Warner Bros. Happens to be watching Tachy Dixon, I should make this clear. Do not sue me.
It's for artistic purposes. It's for educational purpose, not educational.
Listen, guys, if I disappear in like the next few months or so, it was nice knowing. Yeah, they got to me.
There might be a reason why the Adventures of Tachy Dixon season 2 might be a bit delayed.
Yeah. So just to make this sure, yeah. I'm really proud of this fight team, by the way. I had to animate it. I had to like fully animate it like while I was making it, just to make sure this episode came out during Christmas at least, before or during, because like I can imagine this scene was like would have been taking a long time. So yeah, I'm really proud of how it turned out.
I remember
the hacking.
I remember, like, you sharing the work in progress gif of that like fighting scene. I was like, no, I had no idea what the episode was going to be about. You didn't tell me about it before, so I was like, what is David Zaslav doing?
Just out of context, you can imagine how like weird that is.
Yeah.
That was so good. Like you recorded that, right?
No, that was like, a reused audio clip from something. I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, I made him fly away because like I want to kind of return to him later on in the future. Dude, you know what would have been cool?
What?
I think it would have been cool if I had like the dog from like episode 1 appear to like give Tachy a ride back to the house.
Oh,
or not the
yeah.
house, Washington. That would have been cool.
The whole town's going absolute like berserk.
If you wanted to say ape shit, you could have. We can swear.
No, I like saying berserk. It's funny.
Yeah. Again, this is such a good performance by Marcus.
I like how they're still going berserk, like while he's speaking.
Yeah, nobody give a fuck. Yeah, this line here, it was like, doesn't that apply to being together as well? I don't think the 2 was in there, so I had to add that in. It's somewhat noticeable. I love Justin. I hate him so much, yet I love him. Oh, he's dead. Not coming back.
Oh. That's gore of my... The Adventures of Tachy Dixon character.
That's gore. That's gore of my comfort character.
You have to explain all of that.
Yeah. Marcus also voices the dad, if I didn't make that clear enough. He does a good job with him too.
Do we get Christmas back?
Well, I'm not sure, but after all of this...
What if the episode ended with like no and then it just ends like that?
It would have been funny.
He was like, "Do we get Christmas back?" No. Cue at credits.
No, it would have been like, no, it should have been like, just orchestral at like, it's like, do we get Christmas back? And then we just like have strings like,
Oh yeah,
the strings
here's
play out.
Benny
It's
and
like,
SC Gummy.
oh, this is an incredible duo.
I was very into like off-model like shots just for the joke. Oh yeah, that's a dog. That's the owner of the dogs from like episode 1. Yeah, I pull out all the stops when it comes to like references, just to, like bring this around, just like make sure. Hell yeah, this is the season finale.
So you had to make it clear somehow.
I had to make it very clear. This is the finale. Oh, that's Satan.
I've always liked this scene. It was like, no, I said it.
That is such a good joke.
I like the part that like just like the mayor just keeps like.
Oh yeah, here's where he references like the guitar. Bigby's like yeah, Selena's costume. Bigby's like Frankenstein costume, and you know all that crap. There's like references. It's pretty like fast, so I couldn't explain it properly. What if I told you that it kind of was a new V-neck? Because like in like season 2, it's like this V-neck's a lot more like pointier as opposed to like round.
I actually haven't noticed. I haven't like genuinely paid much of an attention to the V-neck.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. So like in a way, it was kind of like a slight redesign.
That's a great way to end it.
Damn, fast falling snow, bro. The hell?
Chill out.
And there's a new Santa. That's Huckle Wuggle Beartron. Oh boy, and that was it. Honestly, started off rough, but ended great. Honestly, I'm very proud of the last 4 episodes. It is just such a good run.
You know, like the last few episodes, like they were great.
Honestly, man, I really like. I'm so glad I got this out on time. It's a miracle too. This is supposed to come out on Christmas Eve, right?
I think.
But like, yeah, but like, I think it's best that it came out on Christmas Day though. Also, this is the first time Yakov and M16 appeared again. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the commentary. We'll probably do one for season 2. Yeah, thank you, and I'll see you guys probably in the season 2 commentary.
See you later. Bye bye.
Hate this show. I hate my fans. I hate this show.
What?
Are you so?
No, you can't say that.